Hi everyone, today I'm going to go for something a little bit more simple and show you how to make this freehand peekaboo. It is a super pretty bow and it is quite simple. This is all using 3-inch ribbon and I've already sort of started on some of my creases just to speed the process up so you're not watching me being boring for too long. Okay, and this is the look you get. This is the front. And like I said, you get that peak of colour underneath. And this is what it looks like on the back. Okay, so put that away and I'll get on with everything. And you need 2 pieces of 3-inch ribbon and I'm using 13 inches. And as you can see, I've also got a bobble and corresponding 9mm for my centre. Okay, I'm just going to pop them out of the way for a second. So on both pieces, you want to take your lighter, heat seal your edges, fold it in half and heat crease your centre so you've got a nice clear guide mark. Now the trick that I've learnt to keep things lined up is if you fold down about 1/2 centimetre on both sides like so, so you get this, and also heat crease these edges, and you don't need more than 1/2 centimetre because we want to hide this in the middle and we don't want anything popping out either side of our 9mm wrap when we do our centre. You heat seal those like so, well, heat crease. It gives you a guide to line these into the middle and I'll show you in a second. I'll just heat seal that edge a little bit there. Okay, so you do that on both pieces like this. So like I said, you've got your clear centre line and you've got your clear edges on both. And the other thing I do on the top layer, I fold this in half like so, and you only need the tiniest pinch. You just need a little mark just here, so that's right in the centre, whichever colour you're going to have on top, and then you can use that as a guide where you want your overlap to be, which I do about half. You can do less. Like I said, if you wanted a slightly tighter, smaller look, you could do a little bit further in and only do sort of like 1 inch instead of 1.5 inches, which is roughly what I do. It's all about personal choices. But like I said, I use that middle guide like that, and as you can see, the like lines that we've just creased in there are nestled on top of one another, and the same as the crease we've done in the centre. And then all you have to do is bring this side in and make sure when you're lining up from the top to the top, so both your edges are lined up, and then you can bring the other side and fold that over the edge we've got there like so, and that perfectly lines up your whole bow. Like I said, you line them up over the creases, both pieces, both sides, like that, and pin. And then when you fold that in half, as you can see, you've got a lovely balanced guide. There you go, and that's what it looks like this side and that side. See inside, so you've got that exactly the same amount overlapped on both sides. Okay, and then all we need is our stitches, and we always start from above. Make sure you're going through all 4 layers, so sorry, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. I want to go, I won't count aloud because like I said, we all know what I'm like for miscalculating when I'm talking, but I'll show you once I'm done. key is, if you start in, you must come out. Okay, so there we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in, 3 stitches, out. And what I'll do, so we'll just pull that along and I'll mark them on my ribbon for you so you can see clearly, because we're going to hide this in the centre anyway, so it's not so much of a big deal for me, and it's for the tutorial, so it's beneficial for you all to see properly. So that's that side, and this side you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so can we see that nice and clear? So the back, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and on the front we've gone in, 1, 2, 3, out. And what you want to try and do is, no matter how many stitches you're using and what technique, is you need to make sure that your stitch placement is nice and balanced. So when we cinch it together and pinch it together, the creases are all the same height, and the better at that bit that you get, the better your bows will balance and your shape will pull together more nicely. And once you've mastered that part of the technique, whether or not you're making your bows in one piece like this or 2, your pieces will start to join together better. And like I said, it will help your technique overall. So it's always something to remember. And then, like I said, all you have to do is pull your thread, and I always use extra strength Goodband thread, polyester. So pull your thread like so. So you get this, and you will have 4 creases, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, they're all roughly the same height. And then we can wrap our thread around that centre, and you can still see the crease. So it's a good guide again to make sure your bows stay balanced. Round a couple of times, and then you can stitch off and back. Don't worry about these messy bits at the minute, we can tidy them up in just a minute. And stitch off. Like so. Or however you prefer. Cut that extra thread off. And then, like I said, what you do is you give that a little plump, and you get this nice, I always have like a little curved effect on my bows. And as you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 creases, and you've got 1, 2, 3 dips on either side. Okay, and that's your front. This is what your back looks like. Okay, and then we've got our 9mm middle. I'm going to heat seal that edge, and I've got a bobble for this one, and it's a seamless bobble. I always glue my bobbles from where the join is on the back. You just want to drop a glue on the back. Like I said, I put my bobble from where the seam is on there, and then the ribbon on the top with the excess glue. Hold that for a second before you wrap so it doesn't come loose. We want to wrap round twice. And you can do this with all sizes. Like I said, you can do it from the middle, or you can do it from sort of a little bit lower down, depending on how you like the look of your Peekaboo. Like I said, how much of the bit you like to see underneath. So wrap round twice. Cut that little extra off and heat seal that, and then we're just going to glue that down. And there you go. There is a little nice, simple, quick Peekaboo bow. Like I said, you can do 2 colours. You can do a print and a plain, or a plain and a print, depending on what you personally like. Like I said, they're really quick, they're really simple, they're easy to keep lined up, and like I said, it just gives a like little pop or a little accent to a more plain, simple bow. So like I said, hopefully you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you need any extra help or anything like that, I've got the links to attach to my Facebook group and page, and I'm always about if you need any questions answering or anything like that. So thanks for watching, bye!